What's up guys, it is Watch Chris back with another news video, and today we have some exciting news from Tissot and the announcement of a Seastar 1000 in 40mm. Before we get into it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. It is super helpful for the channel and I very much appreciate it. Most of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed, so if you can subscribe, I would very much appreciate it. Anyway, let's talk about some of the details on this new 40mm Tissot Seastar 1000. So, very big news from Tissot and the announcement of a 40mm Seastar 1000. This is the size that a lot of people have been calling for. We have a 43mm version. We also have a 46mm version in the Seastar 2000. However, finally they have come out with a 40mm version of their extremely popular dive watch. You're still getting 300 meters of water resistance, a stainless steel case, sapphire crystal, which is flat with AR coating. It's measuring in at 40 millimeters wide, 10 millimeters thick, and you're getting a 20 millimeter lug space. That's actually important because usually they use a 21 millimeter lug space, which is kind of annoying. 120 click bezel that gets a mineral crystal insert. So this is very similar to the 36 millimeter version of the Seastar that we got last year. So you're getting a mineral bezel insert on this watch. You have applied indices, those are filled with lume, and you still get those large fence post hands, those are filled with lume, and then of course a lollipop second hand with a T counterbalance, very typical for Tissot and the Seastar, so that is also filled with lume. Quick release bracelet, and this does get a quartz movement. So this gets an ETA FO6.412. That is essentially ETA's version of a very highly accurate quartz movement. This gets heavy drive tech, which is for shock resistance, and it also gets precision drive, that's what they call it, for thermocompensated accuracy of plus or minus 10 seconds per year. That is Grand Seiko 9F territory. So this is actually a very, very accurate watch. You also get an end of life indicator with this watch for that quartz movement. However, I speculate that they will come out with an automatic version of this watch this year. I've already heard rumors about this, and it will be a Powermatic 80 version. Yes, it will be thicker than this current version, obviously, because this is only 10 millimeters thick. They're able to achieve that because it does have a quartz movement. The automatic movement version will be thicker. Unfortunately, that's just the way it goes. There are going to be 3 different versions here. There is a blue dial with a blue bezel insert, and that gets a bracelet. Then there's a black dial with a black bezel insert. That also gets a bracelet. And then there's a black dial, black bezel version with gilt colored markers. So that means the markings on the bezel, all of the indices and hands, those are in a gilt tone. That comes on a black rubber strap. Again, like I mentioned before, all 3 of these get a mineral crystal bezel. So this is very different from the ceramic bezel that you get on the 43mm versions and the 46mm versions. This is more similar to the 36mm version that I reviewed here on my channel last year. All 3 get those fence post hands, lollipop second hand, as I mentioned, with that T for Tissot counterbalance, which some people love and some people hate. I'm on the fence about that. I'm not a really big fan of that, but this is big news from Tissot, and I'm really glad that they went ahead and made this a smaller watch. I think one of the comments that I get the most on videos featuring the Seastar 1000 and 2000 is that they need to make a 40mm version. So here we are today with a 40mm version. These are getting sunburst dials like all Tissot Seastars get. And in general, I think this is going to be a very wearable watch. I'm really excited to see this in 40mm. I will be getting one hands-on here on my channel to review. I'm also getting a few PRXs in for review as well, so definitely stay tuned. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing, and of course, hit that bell icon so you're notified when I release videos. Also, hit that like button if you found this video useful or interesting. Anyway, guys, thank you for logging on. I will catch you in the next video.